The Environmental Protection Agency saying that greenhouse gases are dangerous and they should be the ones to regulate it. The same agency that can't properly oversee something we need to survive, I don't know, our drinking water. New reports showing that the EPA failing to apply nationwide water standards resulting in millions of Americans drinking dirty water. So if the EPA can't even monitor our water, do we really think they can get a handle on greenhouse gases? Republican Congressman Mike Pence of Indiana says that if the EPA gets a hold of cap and trade, then jobs are gone and goner. What do you make of this, Congressman? Because they're going to be in the proverbial driver's seat.
Hey, Neil. Well, I think that the timing of the EPA's decision on carbon dioxide is very dubious. It looks for all the world more like international public relations than it does like public policy, and I think that's disappointing. Clearly, you know, the world watches Washington, D.C., and they know that the cap and trade legislation has a very uncertain future in the Senate. They know we're going through the worst recession in 26 years. The world, many people in the media in the world also know about ClimateGate, and now this widening academic scandal around global warming. And so they can see that the prospects of moving a cap and trade bill here in the United States are very slim. And so the EPA at the beginning of the Copenhagen conference now announces, with a questionable legal foundation, announces that the ability to go ahead and regulate carbon dioxide.
But why?
It really does look more like international public relations.
We know even amongst the environmental community, Congressman, that there is growing doubt as to whether its cause is even accurate, let alone justified. At the same time, polls show many Americans are leery of all this spending, but in Congress, a lot of your colleagues just keep spending. When we see election results from last month that show that Americans are tiring of this, why do they sort of double down on this? I mean, I know that works for some blackjack players, but I can't imagine it works often.
Well, I can tell you, standing here in Washington, D.C., and in the Republican minority, it's hard for me to know why they do what they do. But part of me thinks it's because, the short answer, Neil, is that liberals in Washington, D.C. would say we do it because we can. I mean, they want to pass a national energy tax. They want to begin to regulate carbon dioxide, either through the EPA or through legislation. They want to pass, a government takeover of health care and increase government spending across the board. And, I have to tell you that from what I've seen over the last 12 months all across this country, every single day I think more Americans are waking up to a federal government that is out of step with their values and pursuing policies that literally are antithetical to getting this economy moving again.
All right, it's crazy times. Congressman, thank you very much. Good seeing you again.
Thank you, Neil.